So the 2026 World Cup is here, and the opening match sees Latri up against Bafana Bafana. Who will get off to the best possible start? Well, let's get into it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we're taking a look at the opening game between Mexico and South Africa. That's over in Group A, and we'll get to it in just 1 second. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want subscribe for Blackburn Rovers, World Cup predictions, World Cup previews. That's right. We've got them all here under one Ruski. That's right. The opening game in Group A sees one of the hosts up against one of the African nations who will get off to, of course, the perfect start. Can I ask for a like count of 48 likes, a like for each and every one of the nations participating in this year's World Cup? I would love it to get this some eyes on the prize right here, right now. And of course, if you are new, hit the old subscribe, boys and girls. So we are going to jump into the deep end and, of course, take a look at this. That's right. It is Mexico. It's South Africa. Coming at you, the Estadio Banorte. That's over in Mexico City on the 11th of June. That's right. Mexico, well, probably looking at this, going to be favourites for this match, with South Africa being one of your underdogs. So let's get into it. And now we'll look at these two nations, starting with, of course, Mexico. That's right. They, of course, qualified as one of the hosts. Secured their spot on the 14th of February 2023. That's right. This makes their 18th return to the World Cup, with the last being in 2022. Of course, it's a streak of 9 successive tournaments in a row. Their best ever was in the quarterfinals back in 1970 and 1986 when they last hosted the World Cup. The current manager is Javier Aguirre, with the captain being Edison Alvarez. The VIP for me, Santiago Jimenez. Currently, you can see Mexico ranked as high as 15th in the world right here, right now. And they do have odds, which we'll see in a second. But, of course, let's have a little look at a little bit of a tournament history here for Mexico coming into this. This was, of course, the build-up to the World Cup. It was the CONCACAF Gold Cup last summer, where they went all the way through to the final. This was the preparations. A lot of our other countries had to qualify. So this was their next best thing in regards to Mexico. But they did have a strong tournament coming out of their group, coming out of unbeaten alongside Costa Rica, and again navigating all the way through a tricky sort of knockout phase against Saudi Arabia, against Honduras, but ultimately winning it against the US of A. So good, a bit of tournament experience, good bit of a history of now winning some tournaments, and they'll go into this with a bit of momentum up their sleeve. That's right. Okay, coming into this, Mexico are in Group A. They are alongside Czech Republic, South Africa, and South Korea. And today we are talking about the game that is, of course, South Africa, the opening one of the tournament on the 11th of June. Then they'll take on South Korea on the 18th of June before wrapping up against Czechia on the 24th of June, of course. So this game is the most important for Mexico in my eyes in regard to those 3 matches, because you want to get off to some momentum, get the winning feeling with the nation on your side, and then, of course, the rest should follow. Also, might I add, top 2 go through, 3rd place goes into a bit of a lottery, and you don't want to be one of those teams that are waiting to secure a qualification later on in the tournament. Meanwhile, quick look at the squad here for Mexico. As you can see, the returning Guillermo Ochoa returns for, what does it say, 6th World Cup. Some key personnel in this Mexican lineup includes the likes of Edison Alvarez, we've mentioned him already, the likes of Juan Gutierrez as well. In the attacking lines, Jimenez and Gimenez will be the main attacking outlet. But as you can see, it's a very well-experienced side for Mexico coming into this. So here, of course, is an expected starting 11 for Mexico. The main men are, I've got the pictures in the graphic there with their backups written underneath. So we've got Rangel between the sticks, Gallardo at left back, Vasquez, Montes, Reyes to make up a back 4, Gutierrez, Liera, Mora in a 3-man midfield with Quinones, Jimenez and Alvarado up top. So that is Latri. Of course, standing in the way here and now will be South Africa. Bafana coming into this, of course, their first World Cup in a long time. They qualified as CAF Group C winners back on the 14th of October 2025. They secured their spot back then. They've been here 4 times in the past, but the last back in 2010 when they hosted the damn thing. Currently on a streak of just the 1 in a row, and of course they never made it out of the group stages in the 3 previous editions back in 98, 02 and 2010. Hugo Bruce is the man in charge for South Africa, with Ronan Williams the captain, VIP being Burnley's 6-fingered banjo Banjo player Lyle Foster. They're ranked 60th according to the world. That is South Africa. And of course, coming into this is how they made it through. They topped the group, which did include the likes of Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Lesotho, Benin, and the Super Eagles, Nigeria. They came through just losing the twice, picking up 18 points throughout their stay. This is the group, of course, Group A, alongside, as previously mentioned, Czech Republic, Mexico, and South Korea. Their important game is the second one against Czech Republic. A lot of hope and expectation on this game, but you are up against the hosts. So I think realistically, you're going to be looking at the next game to see if you can pick up some more points. Let's take a look at the squad then for South Africa, with the likes of Ronan Williams at the back there. In the defensive ranks, got Mataludu there, Bradley Cross, Sitole in midfield, alongside Mokoena and Ikram Reyners, alongside Lyle Foster up top. So that is the squad. What about the starting lineup? Quick look at the expected lineup then for Bafana Bafana. We've got Ronan Williams between the sticks, Maduba at the left-hand side, Okyon, Mokbaksi alongside Madawa at the back. We've got Sitole, Mokoena in midfield, Moremi, Zwane and Apollos in attacking a trio with Lyle Foster up top. Kicking on forward. Before we take a deep dive into this match, I'm going to hand you over to Eddie to talk about the Fanatics storefront for Blackburn Overseas. And Dirk, thanks again. Yes, we are always thinking here at Blackburn Overseas, and this summer is no different. We've got a brand new storefront, courtesy of Fanatics, our new partner. Big shout out to those guys. Link to that storefront is in the description down below. It also, hopefully, fingers crossed, should be on the screen right about now. Of course, we've got merchandise for Blackburn Rovers, official merchandise that is, World Cup as well. We've got all the good stuff. Make sure to check it out. If you're a sports fan, Fanatics is the place to be. Check that sucker out. Of course, every purchase you do helps the channel in some way, somehow, of course. But until then, it's back to Dirk in the studio. Now, these two nations have played each other 4 times according to my record books. 2 wins for Mexico, just 1 win for South Africa, and there's been 1 draw. Quick look at the market values for the squads here. Mexico's value is around about 80 million euros compared to South Africa's 41 million euros. And the average age of the squad, slightly older in regards to South Africa compared to that of Mexico. Now, coming into this here and now, I did drop a poll on the old YouTube channel, and the expectations of the viewers sees Mexico to win this group. 65%, South Africa 4th place with 8%, with South Korea and Czech Republic duking out for that 2nd place position. Now, as we look forward to this match, I want to talk about the hopes and dreams of both sets of nations heading into this one. Now, realistically, if Mexico are to do this and go all the way through to the final, this is the path that would be waiting for them. Of course, they would win the group, and they, of course, more than likely challenge these nations along the way. Some spicy encounters looking ahead with England around the 16 and maybe Argentina in the semi-finals, but of course, they've got to get to those stages as well. As for South Africa, I cannot see anything but they are going to qualify. It will be as a 3rd place team, and again, if they are to do it, this is what is the likely pathway for them to the final, a round of 32 encounter with the Belgians, of course, which will be on the 1st of July at Lumen Field, of course. But that is the hopes and dreams of the nations. What about the hopes and dreams of the fans? Well, the fans have had their say. 84% of fans expect Mexico to win this game, with South Africa just 11%, and the draw is at 6%. As for the bookies are 5-2 on for Mexico to win this one. 7-1 is your South Africa, and 10-3 is, of course, the draw. As for me, though, coming into this one, lots of hope and expectation and pressure even on the shoulders of Mexico for this one. Opening game, all eyes on this one. And, of course, usually, or typically in the past, the opening games have been a little bit of an anti-climax. And I think this can be the same, could be said for this one. It's been a long time coming. 3 nations hosting it. Which of the 3 will get off to the best possible? I don't think it's going to be Mexico. I think they're going to have a little bit of a hiccup here, and it's going to end up being a 1-1 scoreline, which will give the fans of South Africa hopes and boosted optimism heading into the back end of this one, of the group here. But of course, it will leave Mexico with work to do if they are going to come out as group winners over in Group A. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. That, of course, is my prediction. Let me know yours, of course, in the comments. The best and the worst will be featured in the review show when, of course, we come back to talk about this result. Of course, if you want to look at some other predictions made by myself at the channel, we've got the cat prediction. We've also got the ones made by a bunch of ping pong balls. Make sure to check those out as well. Link should be on the screen right about now. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later. We're done.